The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry for Rashad White.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They stay on the ground with White. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Man, oh man.
Defense currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find sus.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That's
cool. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
But it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Ravens entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your
Johnson.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And it's picked up by the Ravens.
God damn it, bro. Hold on to the fucking ball. Are you?
At the 42-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They run with Ford. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out of and right up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend. So potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Purdy.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Purdy from the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They go with White on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Purdy looking to throw.
This is White on the screen. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Purdy now to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Purdy bootlegging it.
He'll buy some time right. He completes it right side to White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White
from 6 yards away.
And the Bucs have got it back to within a score.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles.
And that's caught inside the 30.
What the fuck coverage is that, bro?
Mark Andrews with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Purdy.
That one complete to Ligon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Josh Palmer.
32 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He's still barreling through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 9. Johnson goes in motion left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled.
Said he's open, but he almost got a pick. Make it make sense.
The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy. Steps up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they...
What the actual fuck just happened?
Their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing.
He fucking fumbled before he could throw it. He didn't even get touched.
Giving them extra opportunities.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And then my receiver gets stuck on a fucking dude, dog. Come on.
These guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 and a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is Ford. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Purdy. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. That is caught, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Out of the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fighting his way through contact.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Colbert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The drive starts with a run by White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
On 1st down, Colbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run on first down. Colbert.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
it's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here is Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270.
Here's a diving catch right side. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now here's Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Young.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Colbert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They go play action with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's 4. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, they turn to Ford. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 70 yards. And the Bucs are able to claw one back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Young. This is White on the screen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And how about this, a fake? And this is
How do you drop it every fucking time? Like, it doesn't make sense. You are wide the fuck open. Where are your hands?
The Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many